Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk to you about spirituality. I want to talk to you about how when you change your diet, you become more spiritual and why. I want to talk to you about how detoxification is connected to your spirituality, to your awakening, and how you in general perceive yourself in this world. Now this is something that not a lot of people are aware of, and not a lot of people are ready for or have even thought about when they talk about detoxification. And I know if you've been in a lot of pain, all you want is out of pain, right? And if you've been sick for many years, all you want is to feel better. If you've been diagnosed, all you want is for that to go away. And I see that. I've been there. I held on to that so dearly. All I wanted, my goal was to get well, to get well, to get well. But you know what the thing is? That's not really what's going on. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm Hilde Larsen. I am a health and mindset coach. I'm an author, a speaker. I'm a detox specialist. And most of all, I'm a life enthusiast. And that's where I'm coming from right now. I'm not talking to you as a client right now, or as a member, or as someone that's been reading my books. I'm talking to you, all of you out there that has looked into raw food diet, to eating more fruits, to going fasting on any level. If it's juicing, water fast, dry fasting, I know if you're watching this video, you probably heard it all. You might even have tried it all. You might even be on a high fruit diet already. But let me tell you, if you are, you know what I'm talking about. The thing is this: we're spiritual beings. And I know that you know this. And I don't care if you believe in God or something else or call it creator. I know that you know that there's something that is larger than this life. Let's put it that way. You see, going through this illusion of life, meaning when we're in pain, when our life looks like depression, anxiety, or anything that is not freeing to us so that we can express ourselves free, because it's all about expression. It's all about creating. Who we are wants to come out and forth and play and experience being in a human body. When that doesn't happen, when we feel that restriction, that pain, that obstruction of flow, we rage within ourselves. We can feel something's not right. We can feel the need to feel better. And it's connected then, of course, with the pain, with the physical, emotional pain that we're carrying. And I look at depression and anxiety as being pain in the same way as a headache or a stomach ache is pain. Now, when we're shown that pain, we are being shown need of change. So the worse we feel, the most likely it is that it will trigger change within us. Now, we could have said that I was fine before I got sick. I was fine before this happened. No, you weren't. That's the thing. Think about it. Look back, look at your life. And this is what I go through with my clients. Several at the same time right now, actually. You look at your life and you see one thing. You see the symptoms, the what's in front of you. You see the rashes. You feel the pain. You see the swelling, the immobility, the fatigue. You can feel that. But the story leading up to that, your whole life, not only your genetic makeup, not only that you have carried with you your mother's lymphatic system, her stagnations, but also you've carried her imprints, her belief systems. You've grown up in a certain environment, teaching you from you were a very small child how to adapt to this world, how to react. You could have been bombarded with little things that was detrimental to you. The point that I'm getting at is that your whole life has put you into where you are right now. So it was never fine if you ended up not feeling fine now. It was never fine. You were always shown that something was not fine. So every pain that you've been feeling, or every ailment or dissonance between what you were experiencing and what you wanted to experience. All of that is the clue that you're not fine, that there's something that needs to be healed. There's something that needs to come forth and heal through you. That's what we try to escape from when we go to the drugs, to anything that can numb that pain, the quick and easy pill. We see it even go into the vitamin industry, the minerals. They're creating isolates, still pills that are selling a better future without us having to do any of the healing that is required to get back into balance and to live that spiritual life that we're supposed to be living. Because let me tell you, when I say you're a spiritual being, I mean being out in nature, being connected with nature, that will give you that clear channel towards who you really are. And if that's numbed down, if you can't feel the joy of nature, if you can't see the energy of pure fruits, if you can't feel the joy in your heart from waking up in the morning, if you can't express yourself freely because you're afraid of something, you're not connected to who you really are. If you can't be your inner self or have joy in your work and every day, you're not connected to who you really are, because you're pure love, you're pure awareness. You're an amazing being. Now, why would I say that eating fruit is a spiritual experience? Because this is it. Once you start bringing in that high, vibrant, electrical, energetic fruits into your being, into your cells, something magical happens. They recognize each other. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. It's not about the vitamin C or B or D or E. It's about vibration. It's about electricity. That's what it's about. So when you start eating that, your body recognizes this as true energy. It triggers a healing mechanism within your body. It allows it to start doing more of what it's supposed to be doing. Because when we eat cooked anything, we numb down that whole system. It's like walking around being zombies on every level. So if you're eating meat, which will putrefy in your intestines, which will bring in parasites, adrenaline, fear. If you're still eating mucus-forming food like dairy, clogging up your entire digestive system, being a breeding ground for parasites, adding in the grains and the breads and the processed sugar, feeding the parasites and the fungus, exposing yourself to toxins and heavy metals, you have a body that is so numbed down that it cannot function, and you being in it will be weighed down by it. Because you being a high spiritual, high frequency being, when your glands are so clogged up and so calcified, you can't even connect to who you are. That is a very special form of pain. That is a pain that goes way beyond an achy knee or an achy ankle or a shoulder or a stomach. This is the pain of living, and it's called, in my book, life depression. And a lot of people suffer from that. And that's why I'm a mindset coach. Because if you can just start by eating what you're supposed to be eating, your body will trigger every system to start cleansing out everything that you do not need. And this will allow you to open up all of your senses to who you really are. So slowly you will detoxify any old emotional pattern, everything that ever happened to you in this lifetime and other lifetimes. Yes, you're clearing your whole blueprint, whole history. Everything is up for grabs if you're willing to let everything go, to surrender. Now, the fruit is almost like a gateway. It's the connection that will bring you to the higher frequency. Now, you know, I could talk about fruits and I could talk about vegetables. The vegetables are closer to the earth. The vegetables have a lower frequency. So even if they're raw And even if they won't hurt you, per se, they're not going to allow your body to go through the same deep cleansing process that eating only fruits will. And make sure if you ever try to go and eat only fruits that you mean it and that you actually do that. I do not want to see any fat added on top of that. When you put any fat into your body and then you bombard it with the fruit sugar, the fat will inhibit that sugar to get through to your cells. And you could mess up your blood sugar, meaning inviting in more fungus and more parasites. This is tricky. This is why I've been writing about this. I've even been writing about, I don't say eat more fruit. No. I say change your lifestyle, change your diet. Talk to me, get on the inside. Let's do it the right way. Because you can't just add a lot of fruit on top of everything else that you're eating if you don't know what you're doing. Because anything that you're eating that is slowing down your digestive system, like anything that is not made of pure heavenly fiber and liquid, is going to do that. Meaning anything coming from an animal is going to do that off the bat. That's like number one. Number two, anything cooked is actually also going to do that. It's not going to process as quickly. Did you know that the white blood cell count goes up just from eating anything cooked? The body does see it as an invasion. It does not recognize it as food. It recognizes as something that it needs to get rid of. It's time we wake up for this. We weren't born with a cooker up our butt. This is serious, people. If you want to get well, you need to step up. And I know that the information is out there. You need to stop laughing at it and take it seriously, because this is the rest of your life we're talking about. And if you're in pain, this is your calling. And it's going to be a spiritual walk. So what's going to happen once you start eating more and more raw food, allowing your body to cleanse, decalcifying your pineal gland, awakening every cell of your body, being hungry for more and more real food? You're going to get hungry for more and more real everything, reality, everything. You're going to be more true to yourself. You're going to be more authentic. You're going to express yourself in a more authentic way. And you know, I see in my practice, almost 80% of everyone I talk to have a clogged thyroid. It's the big thing out there, thyroid. It shows up in overweight, depression, parathyroid, as the spider veins, hemorrhoids. And I know that almost everybody has some indication that the thyroid and parathyroid is low. And you know, the energetic and behind the thyroid is the expression of self. If you have a low thyroid, it means you don't express your true self. It means you're walking around with your hand around your throat. So once you start cleansing and these glands are waking up, you're being triggered to be more of that, of who you are. So you see, it started as you changing your diet, but it ended up being you changing your whole life into being more of who you are. So it's all about happiness at the end. It's all about letting go of everything that's been holding you back. It's never about changing a diet. It's about stepping out of what's hurting you so that life can change for you on every level. You'll be more productive, you'll be clearer, you'll be more creative, you'll be able to express yourself clearer, meaning you'll draw to yourself more loving and evolving relationships. You'll be even better at serving, which is a big part of this. If you read my first book, From Hell to Inspired, you know that there were 3 sentences I was saying over and over and over and over again. Thank you for this healing. Show me the way. How can I serve? Being of service is taking your energy away from your ego self, away from the poor me, away from any victim, away from any expectation, away from being a pleaser that is expecting anything in return. A server doesn't expect anything in return, because giving in itself is a flow that naturally happens when you open your heart and you step out of your mind. And only the mind can close the door to true healing. Only the mind can close the door to not changing diet, back to what you were naturally born to eat. That's honoring God. That's honoring nature. That's honoring you. That's honoring life. And being grateful and in gratitude is the other key to all of this, which you will open. You will see that if there is something that needs to be forgiven, you will forgive. If there's anything you need to honor, you will honor it. If you don't love yourself enough, you will start loving yourself more. You cannot not do that if you just change what you've been doing that's been holding you back. That makes sense? So, as a spiritual walk on this earth, take off your shoes. Feel it. Feel the energy of Mother Earth, how she flows through you with negative ions, nilling out all of that Wi-Fi and stress in your body, balancing every cell. Everything is there for us, for you. The natural food is there for us, for you. And our mindset will change. All of our programming that was not made with good intention and that was a lie from within will change once you change that diet that wasn't meant for you. And that's when the fun starts. And that's when the crazy ride starts. And that's when a lot of people run into trouble. And that's where we have the most fun together, walking this walk. Because when you've walked what I've walked, when you've lived the life first that led you to being in a bed for many years, couldn't even open your jaw, when you cannot go outside the house or downstairs for many years, you cannot watch your children play soccer or do gymnastics, you have to put down your business. The doctors are telling you you'll never walk again, that you'll never have a life again. Do you know when I got that message? I was 38. I went through hell trying to get better. I've spent the last 10 years in this field. You know that this is not something that you would wish on anyone, and you also know there is a way out. There's so much bullshit out there when it comes to health, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to what to do and what to... I say step back. Simplicity. Step back and listen. You know. Because you know what to do. And I invite you to actually do that. Because the spiritual journey is way beyond. There is nothing that you feel you have to give up to get on that journey right now that is going to be more than worth it. I mean, I'm traveling the world, peeps. I had head of the hospital stand over me with 2 other doctors in front of other people, giving me a 30-minute lecture of how I was killing myself. They were harassing me for what I was doing. But the only thing I was doing was saying, no thank you. I'm saying yes thank you to life. I'm saying yes thank you to nature. And I'm counting on me and God, because we got this. And you got this. So, think about it. And I wish you an amazing day or night, wherever you are. And I want you to jump on. Get in this tribe, because we're on the winning team. And it's time. And you're a spiritual being. And I love you. Namaste. Please subscribe. Share with anyone who could benefit. And we'll talk again soon. Where'd the cat go? Easy. She's always with me, you know. She loves to walk with me. Bye for now. Bye.